So now you can kind of see where the ear is because you got that hair out of the way. And you can take the little bit of hair. I don't pluck ears. That's a bone of contention with a lot of people. I understand that. But if I pluck ears on my poodles, they get infections. So I don't do ear plucking unless my clients ask for it. But this is my personal poodle. So that's why there's hairy ears. Now you can go back and you can find that line again and you can clean it up because now you got all that stuff out of the way. Now, when you're doing the neck area, you want a nice elongated V shape, which luckily with my phantoms, I generally get that marking there anyway. But what you want to do is you want to come in toward the face like this, gentle. Look how I'm holding this. I'm not like that. Very gentle. If you're worried, you can set your blade on your adjustable blade, or if you're using like a regular clipper, you can do a 10 when you first start doing it, but this is a 30 blade because I show these guys and I do really short. But always clip out toward yourself until you get used to it. Now that I'm used to it, I can go in like this and get around the eyes. But when you first start doing it, if you're doing your own dog or you're starting to show poodles or whatever it is that you're doing, or you're grooming clients' dogs, take your finger and stretch that lip out. Look, see what happens. See, there's hair here, and then it stretches this little crease in what we call, these are the lip flue, that stretches that crease out so you can get in there. So if you take your finger and just stretch that back real gentle, look at your clipper, look at the edge of the blade, not the dog, because you can see the dog behind, and go right up along the edge really gently. And then what I do with the top clip is I go like this. Because you're not going to cut that lip going that direction. See what happens with the lip? It kind of pops up. And then I come back with the bottom part of my clipper blade and I clean that up a little bit, if necessary. If not, then it's good to go. But see, we found this fuzzy little hair back here by the lip because we stretched it out, so we can get that now too. And then I'm just going to come up from underneath here. And notice where I put my thumb. That stops me from going into the lip. Now, I don't do that anymore on a regular basis because I'm used to it. But if you put your finger there when you're first learning how to do this, that'll stop you from getting up into that nose area and possibly catching that little crease in the lip, or in the nose, excuse me. So if you do that, when you're coming from this side or the other side, if you're left-handed, whatever the case may be, fold this little ear watch your clipper, clear that cheek just a little bit, get that fuzz out of there. I generally like to do her more often, but it's been Christmas. Is the poodle face in a nutshell. Clear the hair in front of the ear, come back and fix that little line right to the corner. And just skim off. Don't worry about the lips yet. We're not gonna do those lips until we stretch them. Pull that hair back a little bit so you can see where you're at. And then, like I said, once you get used to doing this, you can now come back up towards the eye like this once you get comfortable and get some more of that stuff from in front of the eyes where they tend to have a little bit of leakage. And once again, stretch that lip so you can see all of that, and look at your blade. See where the blade is cutting. You can always see the dog behind it. And then go up like this. And if that's not good enough, keep that lip stretched. Watch your bottom. And now you can take off all this stuff in the front because you can see where you are. Now, I like this neck down a little further. I don't like them to look like their neck is non-existent and their head is just growing out of their shoulders. So I like to elongate this neck a little bit. You can see where we already have our clipper line. All I'm going to do is I'm going to make a triangle like this, and I set it flat and I go up. And that elongates the neck just a little bit. And I missed the top of her nose, so I saw that. So we're just going to go right there and take the rest of the top of her nose off. And now we have a, never mind the top knot, we got a nice pretty little shaved face. And when you start to get used to it, you'll start to see like little places like the hair grows straight forward here. You can come here and get that off if it bugs you, if you're that picky like me. I like my girl faces to be naked little girl faces. Yeah. So that is the poodle face in a nutshell. And we'll work on top knots on a different video. We're gonna set the poodle tail, and we're gonna do her little hygiene area. So when you're doing around the little booty hole, you want to go side to side like this and like that. Just clear that out. Don't go like this, and like that.
Okay.
Don't go like this, because there's a little flap of skin here, and there's sometimes one down here you can catch and get in the clipper. So always go side to side. And the same thing at the base of the tail. Now, the rule of thumb for the poodle tail, as long as you don't have a little bunny tail, is when you hold the tail down like this, look and see where the bottom of the anus is. That's where your line goes for your poodle tail. Almost every time. So you can use that as your rule of thumb. Hold the tail down, look where the bottom of the anus is, and that's where your line goes. So if you start there and just go to the body and stop. Take the hair out of the way. Do it again. Go right to the body and stop. That gives you your starting point for your tail. Now, we don't leave tails like this. Why? Because it makes it look like their tail is growing out of their booty hole. And you don't want their tail growing out of their booty hole. The breed standard says their tail should be up high on their body. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a little V shape right in front of the tail so that the tail looks up higher when you do the haircut. So if you take your clippers and find that little line that you just made, and you just rock it forward like that and just scoop back, and do the same thing on this side. Rock it forward and scoot back. You get the start of see that little V shape coming in. And then all you have to do is just clean it up with your clipper like this. Just go stop. Don't scoop out. Just go and stop. And now you have a nice little V shape in front of the tail. So when the tail is up, it looks like the tail is up higher on the body. So when we give her her haircut, her tail will look up higher. And then now she's had her little backside shaved because we're waiting for her to come in season and we don't want that to get all messy and we want to make sure we can see what's going on back there. But when you do a hygiene shave on a girl, you want to go this way and this way. Just go side to side. Again, don't go like this because that's where their little slit is in their little vagina and you got to be careful of that. So do this first until you get used to doing it. Just go side to side and just take that little fuzz off their hoo-ha. Nice and clean. And then you can do the belly. I'll lift her up. And she had puppies a few months ago, so you can still see her little nipples. So we gotta be careful of those too. Just kind of skim over them. And you can go side to side there too. And clean the little belly up. And all that extra little fuzz down there.